Gregory, any sign that this outreach from Putin suggests a genuine desire for some sort of deal to end the war, or could there be another possible motivation here?
Well, Paul, there's a lot of skepticism about this. There have been some signals that we got heard from sources on the Russian side suggesting that there have been outreach in which the Kremlin indicated there might be some greater flexibility on things about Ukraine's security arrangements than they had before. The U.S. side so far says that they haven't seen any sign of the Kremlin's position changing on this. So there's a lot of question just about whether this is genuine or whether this might be an effort to simply either send a trial balloon or sow discord among Ukraine's allies, where already there's a lot of difficulty in getting new aid approved for Kiev as the war continues.
Does the outreach perhaps signal that there's increasing confidence from Russia?
It certainly looks like that from the Russian side, that Putin is feels like he's the advantage is shifting towards him in a long conflict. That the Kremlin has long believed that they could outlast the West and Kiev in this fight, and the difficulties that both the EU and the US have had in approving new aid for Ukraine for this year seem to bear that out. Last year's counteroffensive by Ukrainian forces, which was backed by substantial aid from the US and its allies, was disappointing in terms of recovering territory for Ukraine. So there's a sense that the war may be heading into a stalemate here, and that might be beneficial for Putin, and this might be a sign of confidence on his part.
Yeah, how does the continuing debate in Congress over aid to the Ukraine fit into all of this? Is this suggestion of an olive leaf a way of dividing supporters of Ukraine?
Certainly seems that way. The U.S. approval process has dragged out longer than backers had expected, as Republicans in Congress have pushed to link it to a deal on the U.S. border with Mexico, and that's been very difficult to reach. And generally, political support for Ukraine has faded a bit as this war in the Middle East has drawn attention, and questions have gone on about what the strategy is going forward. So certainly if you were Putin in the situation, to send messages like this might raise further questions among opponents of the further aid. So it's a good moment if you're Putin to try to sow discord in that.